If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. You already know who it is. The baddest man on the planet. The infamous one. The unstoppable, the human juggernaut himself, Damien McLeod. Need I say more? Well, I have a lot more to say. Let me first start off by saying this video here, you all know that I am severely anti-steroid. SARMs, growth hormone, none of that shit. I am anti. Fitness should be about health. I preach health. I teach health. Better yourself. Build your body up naturally. So, lo and behold, the re-upload of RX Muscle, aka Dave Palumbo's video. Now, the reason I'm thinking that he re-uploaded this video today was because yesterday I was watching, and somewhere along, maybe I would say the 20-ish minute line around this section here, they made a joke about, well, pretty much it started out, Dave Palumbo said steroids should be legal, something along the sort, allegedly. Steroids should be legal, and because 14-year-old girls can go to the, to the doctor and get hormone shots or something to prevent pregnancy. And then Lee Priest says something along the lines, well, if it was my baby, I would want her to, get the shot, which seems really creepy, coming from a grown man, given the fact that Palumbo said a 14-year-old girl can go and get these shots. Then, Palumbo tried to clean it up by saying, no, I meant, to avoid getting pregnant, and Lee Priest proceeded to say, yeah, if it was my baby, making a joke out of it, one of those tasteless jokes that should never be made. You should never even, it's unacceptable. But be that as it may, these guys, once again, now you would think at this age, you know what I mean, after all these guys have been through, they would be trying to change the atmosphere, change it to a anti-steroid atmosphere, seeing as that how steroids has utterly destroyed everyone who's ever come in contact with them, including these men here. I mean, Dave Palumbo looks nothing like he used to look. At one point in time, he was one of the larger heavyweight bodybuilders. Now, he isn't. Lee Priest, well, he was always shorter in stature, but he was a huge bodybuilder. Looks nothing like he used to look back in the day. Now, both these guys have had, hospital stints. I don't know to how many, but I know they're in and out of the hospital. Just like Big Lenny, he's in and out of the hospital. Are these guys going to make it out of 2018? Are they going to make it through 2018 to 2019? Who knows? But see, I want to bring to light the dark side of steroid use. Let me bring up this slideshow I started here as I talk, because I want you guys to see. I'm trying to bring contrast to this to show you guys that it's not all about the glory of the swole. There's a cause and effect. Now, I just compiled a bunch of pictures I found here on Google, and I put it on slideshow, and as I talk right now and pretty much vent and rant, I want you to see the contrast. These are all Google images. They're not personal images to these guys, so I'm within my rights to use them under the Fair Use Act. So I don't want to hear any crying about flagging or complaining about taking the video down. This is all legal. Now, at some point in time, in a man's life, he has to come to the harsh realization that, am I living, have the things that I've done, do they help or do they hurt? Now, they're on here preaching about how marijuana, right? On the last video, the one I saw, preaching about how marijuana is legal, is being legalized, so steroids should be legalized too. Now they say, yeah, back in the day the government was saying that marijuana is this horrible drug and it's crazed and people just go insane and it does all these things, the propaganda behind it. And then they try to compare that with steroids. Listen, I have never seen a steroid tree, a steroid bush, a steroid plant. Steroids are man-made chemicals that produce, different effects in the body. The main one, putting on muscle, anabolic. You know what I mean? Marijuana is a drug, according to the government, but it's grown. It's a plant. Now, I'm not going to get into the logistics behind, should marijuana be legalized? That's not what I'm here for. The thing is, you can't compare marijuana as a substance or as a, in illegal terms, to steroids. You can't do that. You just can't do that. There's some stuff you can't do. You get what I'm saying? So you're comparing these things back and forth. And I want the people to see one thing. When you have guys at this age, you would think that, they would want to help the next generation of kids coming up. They wouldn't want them to go through what they're going through. Look at these pictures. I compiled a ton of pictures. Look at this right here. In a wheelchair, in a hospital. Look at this one. Back when he was younger, he was swole. His buddy in that picture that was right that just flashed on the screen, that guy's, he's gone. He passed away. I'm not going to bash the guy, but I'm just giving you a contrast. The guy's gone. So many people have died using the substance. For what? To gain muscle? Look at this. Look at this picture in the hospital. Is it worth it? Look at that. 16 years old. That's 16 years old. Obvious steroid use. Look at this in the hospital. Look at that. Is it really worth it? Because that's what happens. That's the end result of this. You're gonna have your glory days. You're gonna have your oohs and ahs. We're in the age of social media. You're gonna get your likes. You're gonna get your shares, your retweets, your follows, your friends. I wouldn't say friends. No, they're not really friends. But you're gonna get all the glory you want, but you're never gonna be satisfied because it's never enough. No. See, you have your glory, and then you have the effect of that glory being caused by the steroid. The steroids will make you look like that. This picture here, and look at the one in the hospital. Contrast, cause and effect. I'm doing this to show you guys. It's not what these people are making it out to be. Glorifying steroids. Instead of coming on here, I would have so much respect for these guys if they were to get on here and say, you know what? Kids, we've been through this, we've done this, we've done that. We don't want you to go down the same route, Yeah, it's cool to be big and buff and swole, and the girls like you, all the guys want to be just like you. But then there's the backside of this thing. You're gonna end up in the hospital. It gets the best of us. You're lucky if you make it out of the hospital. Lee Priest was in the hospital for an enlarged heart. I forgot what Palumbo was in there for. Big Lenny was in there yet again. Health complications. You're lucky if you make it out of there. You're lucky if that's all that happens to you, and you get to walk away from it. Palumbo's lucky he's sitting there, able to even make a video, given the gallons and gallons of this stuff he put into his system. But, instead of giving people, some real OG information, hey man, this stuff's not worth it. No, they're promoting it. Talking about how it should be legal, how you should have access to it, and the doctors should allow you, and they try to bring the whole world. You got your older man, you got low testosterone. That's not the same thing as steroid use. Testosterone, you go to your doctor says, okay, your testosterone is low, then you legitly have a reason. I believe in that. If you legitly have a reason and to better your health and longevity, yeah, go for it. Under the doctor's supervision. But to just be able to go to the local pharmacy and buy this, that, and the third, and then sit in your house and pump, ounce after ounce, cc, I don't know how this shit works, cc after cc into your body, because you want big ass arms. Now, that's where they all go wrong. They all say, oh, I'm going to start off with this amount. And then it never sticks to that amount. It's more and more and more and more. And then one day, there you are, laying in a hospital. Ronnie Coleman went from the king of the stage, the baddest man on the planet in bodybuilding, a Goliath, a monster, to an old frail man. I wouldn't even say old man. He was still young, but the steroids age you, and you end up in the hospital. He's in the hospital. I wonder if any of these guys gonna end up this. It's January 2018. Will we see any of these guys in the hospital at some point in 2018? Will we see Big Lenny back in the hospital in 2018? Will we see another 20-something-year-old up-and-coming bodybuilder in the hospital in 2018? Rich Piana's gone. Dallas McCarver's gone. Tons of guys are gone. They're gone. You don't come back. You can't walk that shit off. You can't say, oh, fuck, I just died. Oh, okay, I learned my lesson. I'm gonna walk that off. No, you're gone. Forever. You get it? Do you understand the concept of that? So this is one of the bases that I grow my channel off. One of the base platforms is anti-steroids and how to work out naturally. And I throw my shit talk in there too. You know what I mean? But you gotta understand something, people. It's not worth it. It's never been worth it. It never will be worth it. So I want to end this video right there. I can't take any more. This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. I have a younger brother. I have younger cousins. They all like working out. They see me as an example. I would hate for them to be one, because I'm not around them all the time. I would hate for one of them to be persuaded by some fool who is influenced by people like this, mind warping them that steroids are cool, and then they encounter someone in my family, and then they end up taking this shit, and then they die. If they're lucky, they'll just be in the hospital getting some surgery on their heart, getting some major surgery, or recovering because something just went terribly wrong from putting these substances in your body, destroying you on a molecular level, a level that most people must not be able to comprehend, because yet here you are. Still doing it. Here you are. You got this new SARMs craze out. You got Enhanced Athlete and his SARMs company. You got Kenny KO promoting his SARMs. You know what I'm saying? You got guys, they're just in it for the money. You get your subscribers up. Instead of using your platform to do something cool, no. I got a discount code. Here, go to this guy's website. YouTube had to remove his Enhanced Athlete's channel because he's on there doing drugs. They have sponsors that they have to do the right thing by. You can't just have anything with a company's product on it. They have to live up to a certain standard. That's what I wanted to say. I couldn't think of the word. You have to live up to a certain standard to have ads. They took his channel down because this guy's clearly, I put 3 cc's in this arm, and then I put this one. I saw a video where Enhanced Athlete was saying he put one compound in one shoulder and a different compound in the other shoulder just to see what it does. And you can't tell me on a psychological level that doesn't affect at least one of the young people who are watching. Like when people say, they're motivating, they're helping, they always say, man, if I can just help one person, that made my day. Well, guess what? The opposite of that, I'm pretty sure he influenced at least one person to try something that stupid. You get what I'm saying? You hear me? Yeah, y'all don't hear me. I'm talking to the fucking wall. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right now. If you guys like the video, like, comment, and subscribe the video. Subscribe the channel. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Because I'm gonna get raw 2018. I'm not holding back. There's gonna be some natty or nots. There's gonna be a lot of anti-steroid talk. There's gonna be a lot of shit talking, a whole lot of flexing, because you know how I like to roll. I'm gonna bring it 2018. Hardcore. So with all that said, get to the gym, do work, muscle up.
My adversaries fly like hoes, fully eradicate my foes. My lyrics explode on contact.